What if I told you that the key to transforming your life isn't about making huge changes, but rather adopting tiny habits that compound over time and lead to incredible results? Well, in this video, I'm going to share 10 micro habits that you can start today that can dramatically improve your life. Before we get started, if you're new here, I'm Ryan. I'm a software engineer based in Boston, and on this channel, we explore how to live more optimized, healthier, and happier lives. Let's get into the 10 habits. Micro habit number 1, making a long-term vision for yourself. Making a long-term vision for yourself is absolutely essential because it answers the question, what are you working towards? What's the point of all this work if you don't have a vision for what you want your life to look like? This is something that you can do maybe once a month, once every 6 months, once a year. It doesn't have to be a lot, and it takes about 10 minutes and will yield incredible benefits. So just sit down with a piece of paper, do some thinking. What do I want my dream life to look like? What career would I want? What would my job be? How much money would I be making? What would my house look like? Who would I live with? How many kids would I have? You can get into it as much as you want and get into as much detail as you want, but having this bird's eye view of your dream life is super important. It gives you something to work towards. It gives you a plan for your life. It gives you direction and purpose and something meaningful to actually work towards, something that you care about, something that you know you want because you're the one making the decision. This is your dream life. This is no one else's dream life. When you're making decisions in your everyday life, you can think to the vision of your life, your dream life. Would this decision lead me in the direction of the life that I want? And it helps you to make these really difficult decisions a lot easier because you know what you want your dream life to look like, what you want your life to look like, what you're working towards. So when you have these hard decisions to make, you have these values, these long-term values that you hold for yourself, and you can see if those decisions line up with those long-term values. So go back and do this maybe once every few months. Make a long-term plan for yourself, a long-term vision. It's going to change a lot, but it'll give you a sense of what you want out of life, what you want to work towards, and if your decisions every day and what you're doing with your time align with that life. And it's very important. Micro habit number 2, going to sleep at the same time every night. I know this one is not easy. I don't mean the exact same time every night because that's obviously very unrealistic, but just set a range for some sort of time that you can be going to bed around every night. For me, I like to go to bed around 11 or 11:30. And when the weekends come around, it's not like I'm crawling to bed at 11. Sometimes I'm out till 12, sometimes even 12:30. Like, this isn't a hard rule that you need to set yourself. You just don't want to be going to bed at 9 p.m. on the weekdays and 1 a.m. on the weekends. You want to have some sort of range for when you're going to sleep. The shorter the range, the better. So if you're going to bed at 10 p.m. on weekdays, maybe you can go to bed at 11:30 max on weekends, but you don't want to be changing it around too much. And this habit will yield an incredible amount of results. And being consistent with when you go to bed may be one of the most important things that leads to good sleep. And when you get your sleep right, everything else follows. It's good for your mental health, good for your physical health, boosts your immune system. Going to bed at around the same time every night is just so good for you. It gets you on a routine. You'll start to get tired around that time every night, and you'll start to get your 6-8 hours, whatever you try to get. I try to get 8 hours. It'll be a lot easier to get that amount of sleep if you go to bed at a similar time every night. And when you get good sleep, it'll enhance your cognitive function, make you less tired when you wake up. You'll feel more energized and refreshed throughout the whole day. Habit number 3, dinner with friends at least once a week. And it doesn't have to be dinner, but just plan to see your friends at least once a week. This is super important. I would recommend a larger group of 5 or more because the literature shows that when you see a larger group of friends at least once a week, it shows incredible mental benefits as well as cognitive benefits. Seeing your friends regularly nurtures your relationships with them, allows you to share ideas and hear ideas, builds a strong support system. There's just so many benefits to seeing your friends regularly. Once a week, organizing a dinner or like a hike or some sort of way to see your friends is super easy, and it can be free, and it has an incredible amount of benefits when you see your friends regularly. So try to see them at least once a week. If you can, maybe even more, but have a day that you set aside with them and see them regularly every week and just enjoy yourself. I mean, after all, what's life about anyways? Just go have a good time, go enjoy yourself. So go see your friends. Micro habit number 4, daily walks. It's no secret that going for a walk every day has an incredible amount of benefits for your mental health, physical health, cognitive function, and so many more things. It leads to deeper sleep, more alertness throughout the day, more energy, and it gives you a chance to unplug throughout the day, which is honestly kind of hard to come by these days. Getting that time to yourself where you can just kind of think, be by yourself, be present, it's so important. And you don't have to go on walks by yourself. If you have a friend to go with, that's also really good. You get those social relationship benefits. But going for a walk by yourself with no technology, just once a day, getting in nature and just enjoying it, being present, just so good for you. It doesn't have to be long. Get out there, do like a 15-minute walk once a day, and you'll start to see reduce stress, improve mood, improve creativity, and many more things. So get out there and go for a quick walk. The longer the better, but just unplug, leave your technology behind, and go enjoy yourself in nature. All right, micro habit number 5, every Sunday, plan one new experience for the week ahead. This habit is great for personal growth and getting out of your comfort zone, having a good time and experiencing life. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Maybe go for like a 4-hour hike by yourself, go see a movie by yourself, go to a concert that you wouldn't otherwise go to with a couple friends, go to a party that you wouldn't go to. Just try to plan one thing every week that you wouldn't otherwise do. That's something new for you. And you never know, maybe you'll actually end up loving it. And usually you'll find yourself looking forward to it, and it keeps your life more fun, keeps your life more interesting. It's super easy to do. Every Sunday, plan one new experience for yourself to do that week. All right, before we get to the next 5 habits, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon and drop a like. Let's get to the next 5 habits. Micro habit number 6, and this is going to be something that you all saw coming: meditation. Meditation doesn't have to be something that you spend an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours every day doing. It can be as little as 2 to 5 minutes. In the morning when you wake up, or when you're going to bed, or when you have some time throughout the day, when you're on the bus or something, just sit there for a second in the silence, in the noise, whatever. Close your eyes and just focus on your breath for 2 minutes. It's incredibly easy to do. It's free and it yields an incredible amount of scientific benefits. It's incredibly well researched, one of the most well researched things out there, and it's so many benefits for your mental health, physical health, and cognitive abilities. Just set a timer for 2 minutes. Just sit there in the silence. You can do guided or unguided meditation. If you want to do unguided, you can just set a 5-minute timer or 2-minute timer, whatever you're doing. Just sit there, close your eyes, focus on your breath. If you want to do guided, there's so many apps out there. Headspace, Balance. My personal favorite is Insight Timer, because you can use classes, change your class every day, get a new instructor every day, which I like doing. And it's shown that it enhances mental clarity, emotional resilience, and reduces stress. It allows you to work through things in your head, and it gives you this ability to kind of get out of your own head and become present in the moment, which in my opinion is probably the most valuable skill out there. Being able to be present in the moment allows you to actually live your own life and be in the moment that you're in, which literally I feel like no one does these days. Most people are overthinking either about the past or the future, myself included, and I always try to get this meditation in every day to learn that skill, master that skill, just kind of get out of the noise of everyday life, work through things in my head, and focus on my breath. And I've noticed an insane amount of benefits. I'm going to make an entire video on meditation that's coming out soon, and it's 5 minutes a day to make the other 23 hours and 55 minutes so much better. Yes, it improves your sleep, improves your energy levels, improves your cognitive capacity, improves your mental, physical health. It's just so many benefits. Just set a timer and go meditate. Micro habit number 7, morning sunlight right when you wake up. This one is well known. Andrew Huberman has spread this around like wildfire, and I've been doing this for about 6 months. So right when you wake up, go outside and just sit in the sun for 5 or 10 minutes and just look towards the sun, not directly into the sun, obviously. Don't hurt your eyes, but just get to as bright of a place as you can be. Just relax, enjoy yourself. You can meditate out there, but you want to keep your eyes open, but go get your morning sunlight. It's shown that getting your morning sunlight is super beneficial for 2 main things. First, regulating your circadian rhythm. This allows you to be more energized throughout the day and get a better night's sleep. When night comes around, you're going to get tired naturally. And the second thing is improving your focus throughout the day. With that regulation of the circadian rhythm comes improved alertness and improved cognitive ability throughout the day. So you'll be more focused, more alert throughout the day just from those 5 or 10 minutes of morning sunlight, and then you'll sleep better at night. So it's super easy, free to do, and you'll get a lot of benefits throughout the day. Micro habit number 8, drinking electrolytes or like a little bit of salt water right when you wake up. This is another one that Huberman has made popular, but it has a lot of benefits. When you're sleeping, you lose a lot of water, around 1 liter. And when you wake up, you usually find yourself pretty groggy and dehydrated. And a lot of people by default just go straight to caffeine. But you don't want to go straight to caffeine right when you wake up, because it'll make you more reliant on it. Instead, reach for some salt water or some electrolytes and replenish all of those electrolytes and water that you lost while you're asleep. This allows you to kind of naturally get those energy levels that you're seeking in the morning right when you wake up, to be more alert and have higher energy levels, especially in the morning, but throughout the entire day. It's natural energy and you'll sustain it better throughout the day. Instead of reaching for that coffee right when you wake up, reach for an electrolyte drink. Within in the next hour, you can have coffee, but just kind of drink those electrolytes, enjoy yourself in the morning. I like to make my electrolyte drink and bring it out with me in the morning while I'm getting my morning sunlight and drink that. And then I find myself super energized in the morning before I have any caffeine. I've noticed a lot of benefits. So try this out, see how it feels for you. Number 9, writing ideas down or storing them when you have them. Humans have around, I think, 73,000 thoughts every day. On average, 1 new thought every second. And 99.99% of these thoughts are just completely lost. And the thing is, some of these thoughts, a lot of these thoughts are actually gems. You're having these thoughts for a reason. Your brain is trying to tell you something. It's super important to have some sort of system that allows you to write these thoughts down when you have them. They could be great ideas that'll improve your life dramatically. So this could be your phone. Ideally, it's not, because then you don't need to carry your phone around with you all day. But if you do anyways, it could be your phone, some note or your reminders or anything where you just write things down whenever you think of them. I like to carry my pocket notebook around and write my ideas in there when I have them. And then go back once a week, once a month, and review these ideas and look through them and say, oh, are any of these actually an idea that I could do? And then decide whether or not to pursue that idea, use it, whatever. But just having this system in place to allow you to store ideas when you have them is just so important, because you don't want to let those ideas go to waste. And number 10, one I talk about all the time, but getting into deep, undisturbed work. This is vital for everyone. It allows you to actually push towards your goals, which a lot of times your long-term goals and the things that actually matter require you to actually use your brain and get into the deep, undisturbed states of focus. This one's not super hard to do. A lot of us are already spending the time working, they're just not doing undisturbed work. So all you need to do to change that is get rid of distraction. So put your phone in your backpack, put it in the other room, whatever else distracts you, get it away from you. Set up your desk to allow you to just hyper-focus on whatever task you have at hand. Get in the zone, set a timer, set time aside, do deep work, and you'll find that you get so many more things done much more quickly. It'll increase your productivity and the output of your work, as well as allow you to develop new skills and get deeper into the things that you're actually working on and get into that flow state a lot easier. And those are 10 micro habits that made a huge difference in my life and hopefully can make a difference in yours too. If you enjoyed this video, I also made a video about 3 one-minute habits that will change your life. I know they changed mine. You can check that out here. Thanks for watching.